From animated items, fancy watches, realistic textures, and animated villagers, to wizard gnomes. These are 24 of the most genius texture packs in Minecraft. You finally find a rune portal, place all the obsidian and light it, but it just doesn't look aesthetic. Well, by using the red portals texture pack, it's always gonna look great and some nice little change to your world. Your house is finally finished, but the beds just don't look cozy enough and they don't really fit in, no matter which color you use. I guess you might want to use the fancy beds texture pack, which gives your beds a new texture with cute drawings. You finally get a cool sword and just want to show it to everyone, but it just doesn't look that cool. Well, using this texture pack, which is called Enhanced Item Frames, your sword is always gonna stick out, and it even works with axes. You want to explore a cave but just don't see anything at all? Well, you might want to use a texture pack called Visible Ores, because now all the ores are gonna be glowing, which really helps finding them. But if you want to be cooler, you can even use the Better Ores 3D, which now gives them a new texture. I mean, just look at this. It's beautiful. And it even looks good when it isn't dark. I never thought I'd recommend this, but that one's an unethical one. You probably all know it though, so it's X-ray. It's just gonna make every single block except for ores transparent. So now it's way easier finding diamonds. But I wouldn't recommend trying this on a server, because you're probably gonna get banned. So try it at your own risk. It's still way too dark in caves, and you don't only want to see ores but also mobs and all the rest. Well, instead of just increasing the brightness, you might want to use full bright. You can also do this using any client like Luna, for example. And there you go. You can see just like it's daylight. We all know this, right? You just find a pink sheep, and it's just not as cool as you expected it to be. Well, I have the perfect solution for you. If you just enable this texture pack, your sheep is always gonna look great, just like in the trailer of the Minecraft movie. Yay! You're just peacefully minding your own business, exploring your world, and then suddenly you see this guy, the wandering trader, and his traits are just completely trash. Well, using this texture pack, he's gonna look like a little wizard gnome, but he still gives you the trash traits. So, maybe you're bored of the old Minecraft looks, or you just really don't like the Minecraft graphics. In this case, you might want to enable a texture pack called Colorful Containers. Not only does it give you new graphics for the chests or enchanting table, for example, but the menu's color also changes depending on what shulker box you open, for example. And your inventory is now in dark mode. You're someone who likes to play in creative, and you just want to play around with different spawn eggs, but you just don't know which spawn egg belongs to which mob. Well, using this texture pack, all the spawn eggs are gonna be redesigned and you're always gonna know what spawn egg you're using. All your items just look boring, no matter if they're on your wall, in your chest, or just in your inventory. They just need a redesign. Well, using this texture pack called Animated Items, they're all gonna be animated. I mean, just look at this. How cool is that? And it also works in your inventory and even when the items are dropped. Let's go for a boat ride. Yay! Hold up. What is that? Oh hell no, my boat looks trash. What are we gonna do about that? Well, using this nice little texture pack, our boats are gonna look insane. And even better, it changes depending on the wood type. Talking about boats, have you ever seen one of those shorts where someone's just drifting on ice like crazy? And when you try it out, you just completely suck? Well, using this texture pack called Boat Cars, your boats are gonna look great, so at least you look good while trying. First try! Ooh, a villager. Even more villagers. No, we don't want villagers anymore. Using this texture pack called Human Era Villagers, they're all gonna look like actual humans. And even the Iron Golem looks like a peaceful human being now. Do you ever feel like Minecraft just isn't animated well enough? The villagers just walk around, the pigs have no emotions. My favorite texture pack called Fresh Animations can really help out with that. Pigs now look better, villagers have more animations and can do stuff like blinking, breathing, or even doing the rock. Everything looks just like the Minecraft trailer. Trust me, it's like watching a movie. You're bored of trees? Why would you don't like trees, man? Anyways, using this texture pack you can get a new biome. Well, not exactly. All the leaves are just gonna turn yellow and red, but it looks beautiful. As you might know, Minecraft is way too easy because you pretty much can't die. But if you always have to carry around a totem of undying, you might want a cooler texture and not this weird bird thingy. So what about using watches instead? A nice little watch of undying. So instead of always having a totem in your offhand, you're now getting a fancy watch. So at least you look good while dying. We probably all know this. We're just casually mining diamonds, and then we just have the feeling to jump into a lava pool. But then suddenly, you don't like the fire texture, because you just can't see anything because it's all over your screen. Well, you might want to use a texture pack called Glow on Fire, and now you can still see while being on fire. You might be searching for a new texture pack to just make your world look much better, but you don't want any of these ultra-realistic ones, and you probably can't afford them as well. So you might want to try out Modern Art. I mean, just look at these books, there's so many details here. You just found an elytra lying somewhere on the floor and you want to try it out. But now you're just looking pretty weird while flying. And now like Goku, I have the perfect solution for you. Just enable the invisible elytra texture pack and there you go, looks so much cooler, trust me. Have you ever been chilling around until suddenly an invisible creeper comes up to you and kills you? Well, not anymore. Using this texture pack you can always see invisible mobs and players from pretty far away. You just found some rails in a mineshaft, or maybe you want to build your first roller coaster, but it just doesn't feel right. Well, using this new texture pack, your rails are gonna look so much better and they're even 3D. And even your roller coaster is gonna look good. You want to show all your items on your wall, but when you put them in the item frames, it just doesn't look that good. Well, using invisible item frames, that problem is solved. And you can even put item frames in item frames.